In this video, I'll show you exactly how you can get started with data-driven dropshipping without any prior experience or technical skills. I'll also show you why being able to build your own profitable dropshipping business doesn't have to be hard, complicated, or a frustrating process. So in the first video of this 5-part mini-series, I explain to you why the old, outdated dropshipping methods don't work anymore, and I explain why the data-driven dropshipping method is the only way to build a successful and sustainable dropshipping business. In case you haven't watched that video yet, make sure you do that right now because I covered a lot of important things. And if you're serious about building a profitable business, you don't want to miss it. But with that being said, let's get into this one and let's talk about how you can get started with data-driven dropshipping and get some quick wins today. Now, not a lot of people know this, but 80% of success with e-com and dropshipping comes down to the product. I've seen some awful looking websites and marketing campaigns do incredibly well because people wanted the product. But on the flip side, I've also seen some incredible websites and marketing campaigns completely crash and burn because people just didn't want anything to do with the product. So the first thing that you need to do is to figure out what product you want to sell, okay? But the most important part of that is to validate the data around that particular product. Because not validating the data when choosing products is one of the biggest reasons why people fail at dropshipping. If you're just picking stuff at random because it looks cool, then what are you even doing this for? Like, do you want a profitable business? It just doesn't make any sense to me why somebody would spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on ads for a product they just picked at random with no idea if it even has a chance of working or not. It's crazy stuff. So how do you avoid wasting a bunch of money and time trying to sell the wrong product? Well, you need to validate your products to ensure you have the best chance of finding a winning product. Now, we use our data-driven product validation matrix to do this. This matrix is something we provide to our students in the Advanced Dropshipping Academy. But what this basically does is it allows you to score your products against key criteria to determine whether a product is suitable for market or not. It completely removes the guesswork and frustration from product selection, and it massively increases the chances of you finding a profitable product. So using that matrix, we score products based on the winning product criteria, which I've talked a lot about on this channel already. We look at profit margins, supplier ratings, order volume, sales numbers, trend lines, and a bunch of other stuff. Basically, we're looking at everything we have access to so we can score each individual product based on key criteria that has been proven to find winning products time and time again. Then once we have scored all of those products, part 2 of this process is where we'll take that list of potential winning products and we validate them even further by using Google. What a lot of people don't realize is that you can actually find out how often certain topics are being searched for on Google by using a free tool called Google Trends. So Google Trends is basically a website that Google provides that allows you to type in certain keywords and Google will show you how they have been trending over a period of time. So you can type things in like, celebrities, events, sports, things like that, and it kind of shows you how they're performing. But what it's really useful for when it comes to product research is typing in your products, because then you can see what kind of demand there is for particular products around the world. So for example, if I type in here, dog bed, and we'll just search for that. And if we just change the country from United Kingdom to worldwide, and we'll just have a look at it over, say, the past 5 years, we can see how dog beds have been trending in terms of Google search results. As you can see, there seems to be a very steady kind of increase in demand. It's kind of up and down throughout the year, but over time from here to here, there's been a slight incline in trend. So that basically says that more and more people are interested in buying dog beds, okay? We scroll down here, we've got more information about the region, and then there's kind of related queries down here in the likes of, anti-anxiety dog beds, calming dog beds. You can obviously, try those search terms in there as well. Now, if we compare, let's just say dog bed to something like a posture corrector, we just type this in here, and we'll just search for that. You can now see the difference between dog beds and posture correctors. Okay, so again, dog bed, the volume of searches for dog bed is a lot higher than posture corrector, which you would expect because obviously there's going to be more of a demand for a dog bed because it's such a mass market appeal product. Whereas even though a posture corrector is still classed as a mass market appeal product, it's obviously not going to be as wide as an appeal as a dog bed would be. But if we just remove dog bed from this and we just looked at the posture corrector on its own, you can see how the posture corrector has trended over the last 5 years. So you can see it started quite low and then it kind of had an increase, it dipped a little bit, had another increase, dipped a bit, increased again, and it seems to be on a steady decline right now. So in terms of trying to sell a product like a posture corrector, I would probably tend to stay away from this now because this kind of trend here is on a decline. It's going down, seems to be less and less demand for posture correctors. But if I was looking at it here and I was seeing an increase like this, then yes, I would be looking at getting onto posture correctors around here because obviously there was an increase in demand at this point, but over here you can see there's a decline here. So you have to kind of look at this as like a supplementary tool to your product research, just to see if the trend is relevant. If we go back to the dog bed and just review the kind of the trend on the dog beds, we'll see here that it has this kind of slight incline over time. And yes, it does go up and down, but it's pretty consistent. And this is what you would class as a true evergreen type of product. It's something that you can sell all year round. It's consistently in demand throughout each year. And this is obviously a strong product to give you that sustainable business. Now, if we compare that to let's say fidget spinners, and we type in fidget spinners, it used to be a viral trend back in 2017. As you can see, this is how the fidget spinner trend looked in 2017 compared to dog beds. And you can see how much of a spike this was. Obviously now there's nothing because the trend's finished, but you can just see how much of a difference there is between those kind of interests over time. Obviously, if you were dropshipping back in 2017 and you saw this bit of a spike here in terms of fidget spinners, if we just remove dog beds so we can see it a bit better, if you were kind of getting onto fidget spinners here, that'd be great because you could have rolled this wave up to the top and then kind of cashed out and then come down and then did obviously nothing. But if you try to get on it now, nobody's searching for fidget spinners anymore. As you can see, it's pretty much dead. So yeah, this isn't something you would go into. So using this two-part validation process, we can completely remove the guesswork and frustration from product research and focus our time and energy on tasks that move the needle for our business. Gathering this type of information prior to launching a store is one of the main reasons why data-driven dropshipping is so powerful. It's like we know this product is going to sell before we even try to sell it. By using this data-driven validation method, one of our students called Sam made over $20,000 in just 30 days. The truth is there aren't many people that know how to do product research the right way. And that's why a lot of people who try dropshipping end up failing or end up getting lucky with a random product. Their entire business model is built on guesswork. They're shooting in the dark and hoping to hit something. Analyzing the data is incredibly important, but most people believe they can sell any random thing any time of year without analyzing the data and still expect success. The next step after a product has been found and validated is then on to building out the website and the marketing campaigns using the data that is available to us to make the right decisions going forwards. This couldn't be more important when using Facebook ads or any advertising platform for that matter. If you don't understand your numbers, your metrics, your data, then how can you expect to be profitable? It's like you wouldn't start driving a car without learning how to drive first, right? Then why would you start a business without understanding the steps you need to take to make it profitable? It doesn't make any sense. So focus on the data, analyze your product list and score those products against the winning product criteria. Criteria such as whether it has a mass market appeal, it solves a problem, has a unique selling point, etc. Score your product based on potential profit margins, the ratings of your suppliers. You're looking at order volumes, current sales numbers, whether there is a demand for the product, is it increasing or declining in terms of trends, etc. Start to truly understand whether your product has the legs to be profitable or not. And when you do that, you will find that your product selection success rate dramatically increases. In the upcoming release of version 4.0 of the Advanced Dropshipping Academy, I'll be sharing this strategy with you in a lot more detail, and we'll be walking you through many more powerful strategies like this when you sign up. These include the full data-driven product research validation strategy so you can consistently find winning products. We take a deep dive into strategic branding for your website and your offer so you can increase the amount of sales you get. There's an in-depth tactical marketing strategy that will allow you to launch high converting campaigns and scale them to the moon, even if you have never advertised online before. And there's a lot more included as well. So make sure you stay on the lookout because in a few days I'll be releasing more information about the Academy and I'll show you exactly what's included. Also, if you haven't already, make sure you add your name to the early bird waitlist. Everyone on the early bird waitlist will get access to the registration link the night before the Academy launches to the public. So make sure you register your spot right now because there are only a limited number of spots available and I don't want you to miss it. So just click the link below this video, enter your name and your email address, and your spot will be reserved for early access when the Academy launches. Now in the next video, I'm going to reveal to you a simple trick that you can use to quickly increase the amount of sales on your store. This trick literally increased my sales overnight, and it's the #1 secret that I've been using for years. So stay tuned because what I'm about to share with you in the next video is going to blow your mind. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video and you got some value from it, and I can't wait to show you what I've got in store for you next. So keep an eye out for it, and I'll catch you in the next one.